Hey girls and gals, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today's video is going to be my TBR for the Summerween readathon. I will be leaving all the information for this readathon down below. It's hosted by Gabby Reads and Olivia Reads a Latte. This is a horror slash spooky themed readathon that runs from the 7th to the 13th, and there are a number of different prompts. 5 prompts in total. I'm very excited, so let's just dive in. I'm going to talk about some of the books I plan on reading that week. The first prompt is read a book in the dark. So I am going to be using an audiobook, listening in the dark, listening maybe before I go to bed, but just, you know, an audiobook is good because you don't have to have any lights on. So for that one, I'm reading Jawbone by Monica Ojeda, and this is translated by Sarah Rooker. And this is about 2 girls who are so close, they're practically sisters. And I don't want to know a lot about this one. I've heard it's very strange. I heard it like reads like a creepypasta at times. So I'm very excited. The cover is very intriguing. I am going to be listening to this one, like I said before, on audiobook. So that is the first prompt. The second prompt is read a thriller, and this one, it says it's a thriller. It also says it's a horror, so it's kind of like a hybrid of the two, which if I'm going to read a thriller, I want it to be more on the horror-y side. So I am going to be reading Harrow Lake by Kat Ellis, and this is about a daughter of a horror film director. They're filming a horror movie at Harrow Lake and weird things start happening. So I'm very excited. This came out in 2020. It's been on my TBR since then. This is just the perfect opportunity to pick it up. I really love horror movies, so, you know, a book about a horror movie and the filming of that, very exciting. The next prompt is read a book that takes place in the fall. This one was like surprisingly the hardest because I was reading a bunch of synopses. None of them said anything about the time, but I finally found one that does at least start in the fall, and that would be A History of Fear by Luke Dumas. And this, I believe, is told in part epistolary format. I think it's a journalist who's investigating this case where a man kills someone and claims the devil made him do it. It takes place in Scotland, and it's following a graduate student who has been nicknamed the Devil's Advocate because he claims the devil has made him do the crimes that he committed. And I think as the journalist looks more into it, potentially there is something very paranormal going on. So that's my pick for books set in the fall. The next prompt is read a book with orange or black on the cover, and the first one that I was going to do, because when I saw pictures of this, I thought that the cover was orange, and it turns out it's very red. It looks orange on camera now, not like compared to the orange on this t-shirt, but it is red, but it does have black. So either I am going to be reading The Vegetarian by Han Kang, and this one is an option. I'm vegan, so I thought this might be like a fun read, just because it is about a woman who wants to become a vegetarian, and I don't think like her husband wants her to, and I think it's a commentary on society and the ways that women are controlled. So I have that for an option. I also have, which is kind of stretching it, but there is a little bit of orange, but there is a lot of black on the cover. So A Certain Hunger by Chelsea G. Summers, and this is like very polar opposite. I wanted to talk about these kind of together because I think it's funny that this one is following a woman who wants to be a vegetarian, and this is following a food critic who starts eating people. So 2 very different like food inspired horrors. So I do want to read both of them during the readathon. I don't know, I thought it might be fun to have like these 2 food inspired horrors juxtaposed against each other. So these are a couple other books that I want to read during the week. And then last but not least, we have the prompt to read a graphic novel, manga, or novella. I have picked up The Night Eaters, She Eats the Night, book number 1 by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda, and this is the first volume in a new graphic novel horror trilogy. That's all I want to know about it. This team is the team behind Monstrous, my favorite graphic novel series, so I was really excited to pick something up by them, and I have been holding off on reading this just to fulfill this prompt in the readathon. So very excited. Yeah, I don't really know what this is about. It promises gore, horror, supernatural terror, just based on some of the things on the back. It's a well-crafted horror tale, creepy, laugh out loud, funny, and visually stunning. So yeah, that's gonna be the last book that I have for my TBR for the Summerween readathon. I did try and pick shorter books because number one, they're better for a readathon, easier to get through, and number two, because I'm a mood reader. So if I pick up one of these and I don't like really want to read it, or you know, I am filming this at the end of June and this readathon doesn't take place till like mid-July, so a lot can change. I might have picked up one of these books. I might not want to read some of these books because I'm such a mood reader. So this is kind of like a general overview of some of the books that I plan on reading for the readathon, but definitely stay tuned for my vlogs. I do plan on vlogging to see what books I actually pick up. I'm really trying to hold myself accountable. I do tend to do better on set TBRs when they're for a readathon, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, I am very, very excited to participate in this readathon. Any chance to read spooky books, celebrate spooky season a little bit early in the summer is always something I'm excited about and want to participate in. So again, I'll be leaving information about the readathon down below. I absolutely cannot wait to participate, and that is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know if you're participating in the Summerween readathon and what books are on your TBR. Subscribe to my channel for all the cozy gaming and reading content. Stay safe, stay spooky, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!